Well, hello. And welcome to the Wednesday stream, where we are looking at SBK 2022 or Superbike 2022. This is a milestone game. So we'll be continuing our love-hate relationship with milestone games and how badly they represent motorcycles, because they do. But we will see what this one has to offer. I didn't mind MotoGP 2022 too much. I didn't think that was too bad a game. I did quite like some of the presentation in that one. And this is apparently based on the same game with, well, depending on what you read, pretty much identical physics. And I'm not a big fan of the physics in Milestone motorcycle games, particularly the Ride series, which I think is awful. But Superbikes ride very differently to MotoGP bikes. Perhaps a little bit less so these days, given that they're very, very similar engine configurations. But Superbikes are more road bikes with racing tweaks, whereas MotoGP is, there are not equivalent road bikes of MotoGP bikes. Apart from they have two wheels and go very, very fast and accelerate like stupid, which is why I like motorcycles so much and riding them. I've never found that milestone games accurately portray the excitement of riding a motorcycle, or in any way capture how bikes are to ride. Not in a simulation way, but just in an excitement way and in a way that's interesting to play, and I just don't think they have it. I think that there are far better motorcycle games out there than milestone ones. But nonetheless, we shall have a look at SBK 22 and maybe we'll be surprised. We have a quick look at the options. Video wise, we're playing at 1080p full screen with VSync on, and given that that's 1080p, we'll set that to 120. We're playing on Ultra with high textures, shadows, all the rest of it. It's all on high and Ultra. And you've got some options for audio, wind effects, menu sound effects. You can independently change replay and menu music, and engines and wind noise. I've turned the wind noise down. We're playing on a pad. You don't want to play this game on mouse keyboard. I'm sure you could, but you don't want to. Yeah, you definitely don't want to. So I think that's everything in the options. We do have multiplayer, yeah. We have quick modes, tutorials, and new career. So we're going to jump straight into a new career. We might have a look, see what's on the customization stuff. It's probably just customization of rates, suit and stuff. And there are DLCs by the looks of it. Look, there's an exclamation mark saying, please buy more stuff. We know you spent all this money on the game, but we needed to buy more because only a bit of the money's not enough. We want all the money. I've got a personal manager. The first step of your career is to join a team. So the time has come to hire a personal manager. Your personal manager is responsible for gathering the offers from teams interested in signing you and looking for new contracts. According to your instructions, when a team shows interest in you, your personal manager will participate in negotiations about your salary and the bonus related to your performances. Let's hope it covers the costs of inflation. Continue. Staff skills are summarised with the letters that represent their rank. C, B, A, and S for shit, probably. Signing bonus, monthly salary. He's not worth 4,800 credits a month. No. staff resumes. Many years of experience in the world, SBK world, specializes in getting good salary offers. Is this still just... I mean, this is just explaining it, I think. Salary negotiation ability, negotiations, contract search. Okay. Do I get... Oh, I do get a choice here. Luca, I don't like your beard. It's rubbish, mate. Yours is no good either. Your hair's stupid. Your hair's even worse. Your hair's even worse. Bloody hell. What? And he wants... Alright, well, let's have a look then. I think... Spisazico, he's an A. And he wants an annual salary of 59,000. That seems like an awful lot. Creation dollars. Croatian. Chroma. I've no idea. And he wants 12 grand to sign on. Does 4,560 times 12 equal 59,280? Let's see. Yeah, it would be about right. Okay. We'll sign you on. Yes, I want to sign this candidate. Search for contracts with factory teams or establish a new team with customizable library. We'll search for a factory team, I think, at first. And that is our salary, is it? Signing on bonus of 32k. Let's have a look. Orlac Racing, never heard of them. Yamaha I've heard of. Yamaha went to sign us, didn't they? Ooh, they're offering us the most money. We'll go bloody Yamaha. I don't mind riding an R1. Yes. Fuddy McFoot signs the contract. And there's my R1. It's all shiny at the moment. I bet it won't stay like that for long. And look, you can see the camera on the rear seat there. I do find it rather disappointing that you don't get an awful lot of motorcycle coverage on television these days. It just seems to be one of those things that's kind of disappeared unless you really go and search for it. It's just a shame because I find, well, I mean, Formula 1's the same. You can't watch that on terrestrial TV anymore. But I find motorcycle racing far more exciting than Formula 1. At least these days, anyway. Music volume's too loud, is it? Alright, let me turn it down. Nope. There. That. Oh, well, we've got no sound now. No sound. How's that? Is that better? Look at the exciting people with their leather suits on and their humps. That's the shape of their back. All motorcycle riders have that because it helps them go faster. It's true. Right, calendar, week 1. Using the calendar, we can advance to the weeks of the next rounds. Check your schedule appointments. See the results of past rounds. Each of your team's areas will constantly notify you of all progress. Why have you decided? Oh, it's because I'm not on that window, probably. There we go. So, Lavity, Catelli, and Ria. Alright, Mr. Contract Manager. You can contact other teams, assess and negotiate proposals. Can we? We've just signed a contract with Yamaha. I'm sure they wouldn't be pleased. Technical staff. In this section, you can monitor how much research data your technical staff could collect during the development tests. And we're at the Yamaha. We've only got a 25% engine. That's rubbish. I want 100% engine, please. He wants to go at quarter speed. We want to go at light speed. Yes, I want to develop that. Yes, please. Develop my crankshaft. Right. So now what are we looking at? Technical staff management. The chief engineer and data analyst work together. They've got their little laptops. You can see them in pit lane. But what they're actually doing is playing Doom. Networked. You think they're really using their laptops to look at motorcycle engines? Nah, it's just video games. Alright, no, I don't want to replace any of those. Although he looks like Data from Star Trek, we might replace him. And what's with his face? He looks like he's been punched by Mike Tyson. Definitely got a broken nose. They're playing Minesweeper, yeah. Or Solitaire. Actually, I quite like Microsoft Solitaire. That's very good. So can we actually do any racing? Race options. Alright, so it's at 25% race distance. Normally you have 2 races in a race weekend. That's the other thing. We have riding aids. I know MotoGP, they don't have any kind of rider aids. I'm not entirely sure whether they are in Superbikes or not. Why do I want to go to Yamaha? I just want to do some motorcycle racing, please. There we go. Week 2. Advance to the next week. This is exciting. Weeks 1 and 2 are fantastic. Week 3. Week 3 is just as boring as weeks 1 and 2. Oh, except we've got some technical stuff apparently. He's got... Oh, well that wasn't very exciting. I did think about wanting to replace him though. That's not a real name, is it? At least his face looks a little bit better though. Yeah, we'll sign you. Yes, please. Okay. Jolly good. Right, let's advance to week 4. Still no racing. Perhaps Milestone was so embarrassed by their race engine that they didn't put any racing in. Week 5. Advance to the next week. It's actually the 2 square, but I don't know what this button's called. It's the one with the 2 windows on, where one window's in front of the other. Is it the share button? I don't know. That one anyway. So now we get a snowy spanner. We can go to the winter tests. Finally, I think we might even get onto track. Everybody rides their motorcycles in the winter, it's true. I do. Because I like sliding down the road sideways. Continue. Which track are we at here? We've got 119 minutes to do this. Will we have enough time? It is the share button. Alright. Let's have a pack 1 or a pack 2 or a pack 3. Go to track. We'll have a flying start, why not? Come on, get on your bike. I think we're in charge now. No, the computer's still in charge. And he still can't hit his lines. This is what I'm talking about with Milestone games. Is that they... Even when it's... Oh, now we're controlling it. They struggle to go around corners in Milestone games. Motorcycles don't struggle to go around corners. They don't. But in a Milestone game, they absolutely massively struggle to go around corners. Like that. So yes, this is another terrible, terrible Milestone game. Why am I not surprised? I don't know why I keep buying them. I really don't. Motorcycles do not break this badly. They don't. They don't turn this badly. They don't turn this slowly. I don't think anybody at Milestone has ever ridden a motorcycle. Ever. And it's got nothing to do with my ability to play this game. It's just really, really terrible controls. Because even when I'm maximising my braking, there is not enough time to brake in a straight line. So if you look at the speed there, it's actually in kilometers per hour. And he can't go around this corner at 120 kilometers an hour, which is what, about... I mean, this one, we're having to slow down to 60, which is about 40 miles an hour. Just no. That, he should be able to get around that. I mean, that's a bit more like it, about 80 miles an hour in that corner. He's only doing 150 there. Right, let's see if we can... And the bikes just, they don't crash like that. They don't. Right, options. HUD. Unit of measurement we're going to put... US? It's not US, is it? It's... metric or imperial milestone. That's what the two measurements are called. Get it right. Map on. Race pace. Penalties to serve. Ref counter. Extended. Compact. Let's leave it on extended. Why can't I just... All I want is just miles per hour, but I want degrees in Celsius. Why can't I change those two things independently of one another? Doesn't have to be an either or thing. Jesus Christ. Camera customization, field of view. Let's make that a bit more. Why is it still on 100%? Why is that not changing when I'm... Why is it... What? That's just bollocks, isn't it? Changing this option can cause unexpected graphics behaviour. How is it unexpected? You wrote the game. Right. Resume, please. Freedom units. I think that's not true. Look how far I've got to brake, look. So we're doing 70 miles an hour. There's no way he couldn't get around that corner at 70 miles an hour on a superbike. That's just bollocks. Look how slow this turns. Look how slow this bike goes into a corner, look. Have you ever watched motorcycling on television and seen a bike turn that slowly? It doesn't happen. And I'm barely touching the triggers as well here when I get back on the throttle, because generally you want neutral throttle as you're going around the corner. And when you hit the apex, just as you're starting you'll start to get onto the throttle again. You'll do it quite early on. So neutral throttle in should let us just glide around the corner, because that's how you would ride a bike on the track. On neutral throttle, going in, carry your speed, get back on the throttle on the way out. And I've even if you're in the slow group at a track day, you can go around it better than this guy can. There's just no way that 55 miles an hour around that corner is realistic in any way. So we're braking. Look how slowly it's braking. Look, slow. I ride a GSXR 1000. It's got a an open exhaust on it as well, and a power commander, which I have on it just to smooth out all the throttle responses and everything. Just all mapped to the exhaust. It's a fantastic bike. That can do 0 to 100 and back again in around about 10 seconds. It will do 0 to 106. It takes about 4 seconds to brake from 100 miles an hour. Probably a little bit under. Let's get to 100 miles an hour and see how long it takes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It does not take 7 seconds to brake from 100 miles an hour on a world superbike. And it's not a skill issue. I'll have to ban you if you keep on with that. Ban, ban, ban. The bikes just don't turn. They don't turn. They don't stop. There's not a Milestone game I have played where these bikes behave like bikes do in the real world. They're ever. And like that, so I don't know why I keep buying them. I really don't. Tell you the game that has the best motorcycle representation of all the games that I've played that have motorcycles in them. It's Burnout Paradise City. Is it Burnout? It was Paradise City, whatever that one was. I think it's Burnout, isn't it? GTA is actually not bad either. Yeah. They handle a hell of a lot better than they do in this game. They just... No. And I don't think there's any other options that we can turn on. Or turn off. Maybe we can turn off ABS. Control configuration? No. Return to pit. Can we change anything in here? Boom, boom, boom. Come on. Why do we need to sit through a fucking animation just to watch him sit in a bloody seat? Tyres, brakes, fuel check. We have all the fuel. We have all the brake disc. And we have all the tread, apparently. Where can we change the bike options? Ride and aids, there it is. So, auto brakes, I want off. Assisted front brake is on high. Joint brakes on. Brake input modulation. Enabled, it will be possible to perform linear and balance braking, letting you retain good control of the... What? Right, I want deeper braking, thank you. Transmission, semi-automatic. We'll leave that on. The brakes, it doesn't feel in any way stable under braking. Just doesn't feel like you're braking at all. Maybe you want to check out his hot bod. No, I don't think he has a hot bod. He's got a hump. He's got a hump back. What are you talking about? Right, go to track. I want a... well, let's go for a pit start this time. Why not? Come on. Yeah, look behind you. Shoulder check. It's made bugger all difference, that has. No, I don't think it's just a bad engine. And let's see if he can brake any quicker now. So, 100 miles an hour. Oh. We'll go around there because I like that shape, this track this way anyway. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It does not take 7 seconds to start from 100 miles an hour on a superbike. Bikes do not turn that slowly. We have this thing in motorcycle called counter steering, where you push the bar, bong, and the bike sits down almost immediately. They go over so fast with counter steering, especially on sports bikes, which are set up with very quick steering. I mean, you can adjust the front rake on the motorcycle, and that will adjust how quickly it turns in. So, on bikes that are street bikes, you tend to find that they have a rake which makes them turn in a little bit more slowly. On a super bike, particularly on a race bike for a race circuit, you'll have the rake set so they turn in super fast. These bikes do not do that. I mean, look how far we were braking then. How could I have... If I'd have been braking any earlier, I'd have been braking halfway down the straight. I think they're made of butter, not even got the braking power of cheese. This is the biggest issue I have with Milestone games. Is the braking in them and the steering in them. Which is a pity because half the things about going around the track is to do with turning. So it's kind of like a big deal, Milestone. That your game handles as badly as this. It's an embarrassment. And if you go and have a look at the reviews, a lot of them will be saying the same thing, is that the braking is just awful in this game. When will it be over? When? We'll try and skip forward to a race, I think, in a moment. I don't know. When I first played MotoGP, because MotoGP is also made by Milestone. Oh look, we can do a... See, I'm braking earlier now. And now we've got enough speed to get around the corner. $40 miles an hour and you can't turn around that corner. Yeah, the first MotoGP I played, which was on Xbox, the original Xbox, wasn't made by Milestone. It's a fantastic game. And then for a while the MotoGP license went to Namco? Or Tecmo, I can't remember, one of the two. And I played one of the early MotoGP games on PlayStation 2, I think. Fantastic game. And then somehow, Milestone managed to get the license for MotoGP. And they've been the only people making MotoGP games since they got the license. And pretty much every single one of their games has been terrible. And the Ride series, don't even get me started on the Ride series. I ended up refunding Ride 4 because it was so bad. And they completely loaded it with DLCs as well. So you had a few bikes in there. But all the desirable bikes? Yeah, all DLC. 40, 50 quid's not enough. Gotta pay the extra £20 DLC tax per bike pack. If you want the nice bikes. I paid £12 for this game and I still feel ripped off. It's a free track? No, yeah. We'll have a look in a second and see what other tracks we've got available to us as well. Boom. In the wall. That's nice, isn't it? It's nice for the game to reset you in the wall. Another round of applause, Milestone. Well done. Well done. How do I get backwards then? I can't. No, I can't. Oh no, we can do backwards. What? What was that, Milestone? What was that? I was going off the track towards it, and then you reset the rider. Now you're resetting the rider, are you? When we're facing the right direction. I can't wait to review this on Steam. What was that sound effect? I mean, they've got one thing going for them. I mean, I don't think the bikes sound absolutely terrible, but I can guarantee that my GSXR doesn't sound anything like this. No, when I'm coming along, people know it, especially the old people, even with their without their hearing aids in. I hear my bike coming. See, look how quickly he's going. Can we keep up with him? No, we can't. It's just not. It's not possible. Why have you put me there, Milestone? Why? Right, let's come out of this. We'll exit the career menu. Yes, I'm quite sure. I'm quite sure I want to leave. I want to leave this one in the deletion bin. Alright, let's exit that. Yes, I want to quit the career. Let's have a look at customization. I wonder. Riding style? Knee sliders? Well, at least we can change that stuff. Yeah, we know what they've been concentrating on. Suits. Helmets. AGV. I don't want an AGV. I want a showy helmet, please. There we go. Showy helmets. That one. Number 40. No, I want to be Joe 90. Yeah, there we go. And boots. We've only got one pair of boots. Riding style. Balanced, centered, elbows to the ground, shoulders out, body out. Old school. We are going to be shoulders out. No, we're going to be centered. Yes, that's it. Breaking leg out. No. Feet at start. Right foot, left foot. Why would you? I was going to say, why would you have your left foot down? But your right foot is your rear brake. Think about race bikes, as their gearboxes are backwards. On a street bike, you have 1 down, 5 up generally. So first gear you push downwards from neutral, and then to go through the gears, you push your foot upwards, and it goes up through the gears. And then when you want to come down the gears, you go downwards. On a race bike, that's not so convenient for changing gears. So they tend to have it the other way around. So they have 1 up, and then to go up a gear, they push down on the gear change. It is how they do it. It is the way. Rider stickers. Oh, there's an editor to allow you to unleash your creativity. I wonder if anybody's playing multiplayer. What do you reckon? Lobby list. Let's have a look. There are no lobbies that match the search criteria or anything. Any. Search. So, if you were planning on buying this game for multiplayer, I'd reconsider that purchase. Yeah, absolutely nobody's playing this game. Online, there's probably absolutely nobody playing this game at all, I imagine. Maybe it requires criteria to be filled. Well, you saw the criteria. I had any set. So, any. That is the criteria. Super poll. I mean, I can. Disabled super poll. No, none. So no, I just don't think there's anybody playing this game. Because you can't actually change those sections. I think if there was a list of lobbies, it would actually show you the details in that bottom part where it has all of the details, like the weather, super pole, penalties, etc. I just don't think there's anybody playing it. It's just no. So yeah, don't buy this for multiplayer. Quick modes. We got time trial, a new round. What bikes have we got here? Official riders, factory teams. Are these all super bikes? Yeah, ZX10RR. Nice little Honda there. We've got the BMWs, yes. Never ridden the BMW. We got my bike. Where's my Suzuki? Don't tell me they haven't got Suzukis. They don't have Suzukis. Perhaps Suzuki heard how bad this game was and said, no, you're not having our licensed bikes, mate. I got the Panigales. I've owned a Fireblade. We'll have the Fireblade. Alright. Circuits. So we have 12 circuits. Donington. Phillip Island in Australia. That's a nice hill, actually, isn't it? There's a nice corner where there's a blind corner on a hill. Czech Republic, Italy. The Marco Simoncelli circuit. Yeah, he's dead. A motorcycle ran over his head, killed him. All televised live. He was a really good character in MotoGP as well. He had big hair, and I think that contributed to his death actually, because his helmet came off when he fell off. It was a really strange accident. His bike lost grip, and then it went off to the left side of the track. So it was veering off, and then it gained traction again, and it came round to the right, and he came off, and then all the riders behind him, including I think Rossi, ran over him, or nearly ran over him, and the Brit rider ran over his body. I can't remember his name. Anyway, he didn't get up again after that. And they red flagged the race, and that was that. And they had a big funeral procession in Italy for him. So you don't see that in Formula 1 anymore. Riding aids. Auto brakes off. Assisted front brake. Let's turn that off completely. Oh, it's turned off joint brakes. I want joint brakes on. Okay. Back. Race options. Weather conditions. I want nice and clear, please. Penalties. Strict. Bike damage. Graphical or off or on. Quick track entry. We have to take the launch lap every lap you decide to enter the track. Yeah, I think we'll leave that enabled. AI difficulty we'll leave on medium then. Race length, count minimum 3 laps or 21 laps. I think we'll just have 3. Okay. Start the weekend then. We'll just do 1 race of race 2. Why not? Continue. Go to track. We are going to have soft. Yeah, we'll just leave that on super soft. We're only doing 3 laps, so that should be plenty. A larger diameter offers better performance, while a thicker disc absorbs more heat. We'll leave that on the 12-inch brake discs, I think. Right, let's start the race. Come on. No, we're off. We're off the track. And they're all gone now. This sounds a lot better than the other bike we were riding with that Yamaha. Actually, the braking feels a little bit better with all the aids turned off. But it could just be the bike. Right, way. Let's see if we can make it around at least one lap anyway. I'm about to be lapped. No, the braking is still shit. $40 miles an hour around that corner. Oh, we've got the straight. Hey, final lap. I think we might come last. Possibly. Alright, come on. We're at the top of the map there. Boom. Yeah, because that happens. hairpin around that corner. And across the line. Yeah, you shake your head. You're shaking at the bad code. I know you are. So they did a lap of we were 47 seconds, nearly 48 seconds off the pace. Yeah. No Kawasaki, no Suzuki's. I'm pretty sure Suzuki are still in Superbikes. Maybe they're not. Maybe they pulled out in 2022. I'd have to go and have a look. I really don't know. I'd be surprised. But that is SBK 2022 from Milestone, which I in no way at all recommend you buy. It's a terrible game. Well, at least it runs nicely. Don't have any frame rate issues there, so I can't complain about that. But it's just not a very good game. And it's such a shame that there aren't any competition from anybody else doing motorcycle games, because Milestone do them all. They do the motocross ones, they do the street ones. There are some, I think there's one called Rims, but it's not MotoGP. I think that's by a Japanese developer. Maybe I'll buy it and have a look, see if it is a better game. It can't be worse, can it? Well, I shall be back on the weekend with another game from my Shane, which definitely will not be a Milestone game. Until then, I hope you have a pleasant evening, and I shall see you later. Thanks for dropping by.